Here's evidence that TacoTalks has no idea what he's talking about.
I'm about to list off a few different religions that are actually worshiping Satan, but people don't typically realize that.
So I try to be charitable with individuals, but I can't with TacoTalks when he spouts off this sort of nonsense. This is a display of everything that is wrong with modern apologetics, so let's break it down a bit. Right off the bat, this sort of rhetoric instantly cuts off any possibility of having a real discussion. Jonathan Haidt has a great book titled The Righteous Mind that really gets into the nature of this. So for one, we tend to be groupish. We naturally seek an in versus out group. This is done in a number of ways, but it's something that separates us. 2, combining this idea, we tend to react gutturally at first, through intuition, and then we rationalize that reaction. Meaning, when we feel as if we are being attacked, we tend to instantly react. But this reaction isn't a conscious one. It's only after this reaction occurs that we then begin rationalizing it. And all of this happens almost immediately. It's a process that most of us aren't aware is happening. And even when we understand this mechanism, it's difficult to counteract. Now, this extends beyond just us being attacked. If we feel as if someone within our group is being attacked, often the same reaction occurs, because often our own identity with those in our group is just so deeply entwined. Often, what this then leads to is that people will dig their heels down, even if it's for a position that they didn't previously really care about. Relating this all back to what Taco says when he labels anyone he doesn't agree with as a Satan worshiper, the general reaction is going to be a guttural one. Whatever Taco has to say becomes largely irrelevant because he's going to be seen as other, as someone just mindlessly attacking those who see things differently than he does. Even if he had a valid point, it wouldn't matter because he's already put people on the defense. But there is more to this. Besides being a terrible rhetorical strategy, what he does have to say just oozes with ignorance and arrogance. The idea that only those who believe how he believes are true Christians just shows that he doesn't know what others truly believe, and honestly, he probably doesn't care. After all, he set himself on top of a pedestal, declaring that his view is the defining one, that he gets to define what Christianity is, and if you disagree with him, well, then you're a Satanist. As a Christian myself, it makes me want to disavow the faith, so I'm not associated with individuals like him. And if that's how Christians see him, what's the likelihood that he will actually do any better with atheists, with those who aren't of the faith? His sort of attitude, this attitude that has become so prevalent within many apologists, is just going to chase people away. Because after all, if you can't even love your fellow Christian, your fellow neighbors, how are you going to love someone who isn't part of your in-group? Someone who is seen as an enemy? The answer is, you simply can't. Modern apologetics is a cancer on Christianity. It encourages division, thrives on ignorance, and exists largely in an echo chamber where hate and intolerance are bred. It's time that we move away from that shallowness, that self-centered holier-than-thou view, and embrace something that actually envisions what Christianity should be. It's time that Christians take the message of Jesus to heart and actually try to bridge some of these gaps. That means that we need to, at times, simply shut up and listen, as the Epistle of James tells us. That means we need to stop judging others, as Paul tells us in Romans, because when we do, we condemn ourselves. It means that we need to be willing, as Jesus did, to cross that divide and have fellowship with others and be open to them. If we can't do that, then maybe at this point, we shouldn't be able to call ourselves Christians. Now, if you like to have this type of open discussion, if you want to see more of these ideas, give me a like, give me a follow, and we'll continue this discussion in the next video.